Well, it's at times like this, with no strikers fit, that you need a new hero to come along. Sometimes it just unearths a gem that you are least expecting, and in desperation in our last game, locked in a stalemate against Hull, we turned to a very unlikely source up front. And my word, as it worked out, so much so that that player will start up top today as we go into two of our final four matches, and the race for Europe is still just about on. Yes, hello, and welcome along to part 33 of this FM06 Let's Retro Save from Luton Town. We are back today, and over the next 2 days, in fact, we will show you all of the final four games of our second Premier League season, because after surviving in 17th last year, the additions to the squad have made a huge difference to us this season. We're on 49 points, and due to the unique nature of this season's Premier League table, we're just 3 points off 5th and a potential chance at Europe. We've still got Charlton in 5th place to come. The next two games, though, are going to be pretty important because Sheffield United are battling at the bottom. Charlton, as we mentioned, are in 5th. And then our final two games of the season against the two sides directly below us, who are both still looking at Europe as well. So if you're looking forward to seeing how we get on and whether our new centre-forward hero can save the day, then please do put a thumbs up on it. For now, though, let me take you through the one game that we played off camera, because it was a pretty unique affair. We came up against Hull, who were just defending for their lives. They were trying to pick up a point, and it looked like they were going to do so in truth. But then we turned to a hero, and this is the man who delivered. Andy O'Brien went up front with 25 minutes to go. I'd started Peter Clark. He was done by half time. Warren Feeney didn't contribute a lot. And then Howard was knackered at the 70-minute mark. And I went, well, I've got to put someone up there. So I went through all of the centre halves and saw who was the best going forward. I remember Andy O'Brien's a great penalty taker. He's also a decent finisher. His rating there, 11. And that belies the quality of the goal, because I've got to show you this. It is a stunning piece of centre forward play. It's just a free kick chipped over the top with Decassi, Flamini, and then into O'Brien. Look at the first touch. Almost Dennis Bergkamp-esque. Takes it round the defender and then just slides it into the corner. It's a glorious goal to win a very poor game. And in a match where we didn't manage to break down the opposition, it was our only shot on target. It was a moment of magic from Andy O'Brien. And as a result of that, he will be up front today alongside Sean Maloney, who thankfully is back from injury. We've only had 2 days since the last game, so Steve Howard's not fit enough to start. We're not going to be able to play Feeney. So this is the team we've gone for. Keith Keane drops out. Kevin Foley was dropped in the last game just to make sure he didn't get that 5th booking. Zonneveld's in. Baraji is still playing number 10. It is as light as you can be up front. My choices today were to play Maloney number 10 and Feeney up front, or Baraji number 10 and Maloney up front. I've gone for Maloney as a sort of an attacking threat at Premier League level. And hopefully Andy O'Brien produces the goods alongside. That means that it's Davis, Basagno and Ferdinand the back three, but I'm hoping that we can deliver something. Sheffield United are scrapping for their lives. They are in 19th place. They are 9 points from safety. They've got to win. And hopefully that means they'll go aggressive against us. I know they've drawn 16 games this year, but if we can go and get them on the counter, then maybe Sean Maloney can show what he's worth. In terms of the rest of the games, it's going to be tricky. I don't think 4th is attainable now from 5 points behind, but anywhere from 5th, probably to 12th, is a remarkable chance. Manchester United are in 12th place. I've no idea what's going on. I think the simple news is they've not replaced their players as they've got experience. So they've now got Gary Neville, they've got Paul Scholes and a couple of others who are really over the hill, but they've not been able to replace them. And unfortunately, in FM06, these players decline physically so fast, unlike they did in real life. But really disappointing season from them. We're not going to worry about that, though. If we can finish above United in our second Premier League season, that'd be one hell of an achievement. Let's go to the match. This is the team we're playing. Is it going to be enough to nick a win again? We're not going to be scoring plenty of goals, are we? We're going to have to nick a defensive 1-0. Well, the old-fashioned 4-4-2 for Sheffield United, and he's so good they named him twice. Eric Jemba is in the middle of the pitch. Bentley and Michael Brown out wide offer a threat. Jagielka alongside Traore at centre-half. I'm hoping we can take advantage of, because Jagielka's not the best in the air here. Traore's a natural fullback. Might be the chance to take advantage. They've got good players in wide positions though. So let's hope in the first half we can just get ahead in this game, because I don't fancy us to score 2 or 3. I think we need to try and keep a clean sheet. So for that, we need the first goal and something to hang on to. As Zonneveld's just got injured taking a throw in. And that's a big problem, because I can't put Baraji there for now without having to put Warren Feeney up front. So that's definitely a big concern. Let's see what Michael Brown does with possession. Can we nick the ball back? No, we can't. It's a big switch of play to Justin Hoyt. Bit surprised he's down there, to be honest. We might have a look at him if they get relegated. Jemba delivers. Cabba goes up. Ferdinand wins it. And now Maloney can break. Traore in on him. Does well, Maloney. Looks out for Zonneveld. It's just over here. 12 minutes gone. I'm going to stick with him for now. To be honest, a little injury. I know it's a disaster for our European chances this year, as Schmeichel saves it well. But it's probably not the worst in terms of reducing his value and stopping him from being sold in the summer. Zonneveld's now picked up a yellow card as well. I'm going to have to play Warren Feeney at some point, aren't I? As here we go on the left-hand side with Zonneveld. Throws in towards O'Brien. Andy O'Brien. Oh, almost. He almost did it again. No composure this time. God, he's such a threat up there. It's long towards him again, and he wins the flick on for Baraji. I'm starting to love Andy O'Brien. What a man. Scored some big penalties for us this year. Generally been very good, despite his red cards at the back in those first seasons. But if he can score a winner today, my God, the heroics will go to another level. Might even just play him as the backup striker next year. As Brown goes down the left to Eckersley. We've got defending to do first. Davis loses the header. It's brilliant from Schmeichel. And he gets to the second one. Zonneveld looks very past it though. And I think I'm going to have to make that change at the break. I don't really want to put Warren Feeney up there, but needs must as Traore. Referee, where's your second yellow? Come on, he's brought Maloney down. That's cheeky. Stopping the counter-attack when on a yellow already, and he doesn't get booked. Can we make something of it now? I thought we were getting a delay there because he was going to change his mind. He doesn't do so. Zonneveld's got the chance to chip in. With 5 to the break. It's the same old story. We look okay at the back as De Cassie's picked up an injury too. We've just not got the attacking threat without Crouch, without Walcott, Osman. All of those players. Valentin, Robert, all missing. As Cabba's on the end of this for a breakaway. Nothing happening from Sheffield United. They'll probably be, well, based on their season, they'll be happy with a draw. I'm not sure it helps them out. But at half-time, we're going to make changes. And I think we're going to gamble it. Zonneveld's fitness is still there. I'm not as worried about him. I am worried about De Cassie, though. He's going to be replaced by Nichols. We're going to put Flamini on that side. I'm going to give it 10 more with Zonneveld. I want to give him a chance. He's still 92% condition. Suggests that it's not a bad injury. And I've done it a couple of times where I've taken people off and then they've not had a knock at all. And I know it's a risk for the future games, but if we can get a striker or Osman back for next week, it doesn't matter if we have to play Baraji left wing back. As Schmeichel deals with that cross well, now we can break away. First minute of the second half would be a very good time to get ourselves into the lead. Out towards Zonneveld. It's a poor ball, but he does well to find Flamini with it. To Foley on the right. Chips up towards O'Brien. Wins the flick for Maloney. And it's in. Oh, the offside flag's going up. Maloney's just off. Andy O'Brien did his job again. But not to be. I'm not sure it was off. It was very tight. Unfortunately, we don't get the lead. As Zonneveld's got a corner in towards Basagno. Would take some heroics from a centre-half. Chipped over the bar via the goalkeeper. And Zonneveld can deliver again. It's the other thing we can't really afford to lose when we take him off. As O'Brien goes up just over. Oh, Andy O'Brien, please. Please let him score. He deserves it so much, but it's not to be at the minute. Eckersley throws in towards Sigurdsson. Headed away as far as Sean Maloney. He can play up to O'Brien or he's got two running off him. Instead just goes long. O'Brien will chase, but he's not favourite for that. Does put pressure on the defender though. Forces it long. Curtis Davis, I'm not going to say should deal with it. We made that mistake last episode. Davis goes for the big clearance towards Kevin Foley. Beaten by Michael Brown and now Eckersley can counter. Cabba's drifted left and he's got space to run into. Chased by Ferdinand, but it's into Sigurdsson. Good save again, Schmeichel. We've been the better team in this game, but Schmeichel's had to make 2 or 3 good saves. And as this one's in, Davis heads away and we can try and break with Maloney. Traore probably shouldn't be on the pitch. He's still there to clear it. As Zonneveld Chips up towards Curtis Davis. Header on. Good save by the keeper. Really frustrating as Michael Brown's on a free kick. Oh my God. What a save from Kasper Schmeichel. Nearly took my voice away. It was that good. As Michael Brown into the front post. O'Brien's there to head away. Now can Zonnevel break? No, Jagielka's made it. I'm going to have to make that sub now. Zonnevel stayed down the second time. Referee's not stopped the game. And Charlie Adam can counter with Jemba. Shots blocked. It's away as far as O'Brien, who stayed back there to defend. And Zonneveld's going to have to go. Baraji's going to drop to left wing back. Maloney, number 10. And Warren Feeney. We're asking a lot of you up there. I'm also going to take off. I think it's going to be Andy. We're going to go for Howard and Feeney. Please, Steve Howard, give me 25 minutes from the gods. You've been so good for so many years. You're well past it now. Please just let this be the day. We've got a championship strike force that's past its prime. And at 0-0, I don't know if this result helps anyone because they're going to go attacking, surely, because they're 9 points from safety. They've got to win. But does that mean we can afford to do the same? Let's try and go attacking ourselves here. We're not going to go absolutely mad, but we're going to push that forward. We're going to push that forward. I'm not sure about the defensive lines. They've got 2 quick ones up front. No time wasting whatsoever. Let's just go and get into it. We've gone a bit more aggressive, but we've not got the firepower with these injuries. David Bentley's just injured Baraji. We're down to 10. And now the plan has to change again. Flamini will go out to left wing back. It's something he did do in later years, but obviously can't in this game. Nichols will go into the holding role. And now probably a point is what we have to settle for. Try and do the job against the 3 in and around us. But again, it's the same question as last time. How much are injuries going to cost us? Are we going to lose both left wing backs? Are we going to lose midfielders? Our squad has been absolutely obliterated by injuries in recent weeks, all in the same positions. And to be honest, the lads have done well to hang on as much as they have. Let's see what the damage is here. Not just on the league table front, but on the injury front too. We're looking in and around us. A 0-0 draw for Spurs against Bolton. Everton won against Fulham. That puts them above us. Blackburn won at Charlton. So that tightens it up a little bit. Newcastle lost 3-0 at Hull. So I don't think it's out of the question yet. We've actually gained a point on 5th, which is now Crystal Palace, our bogey side. But we've obviously got more teams above us now, and we're only 2 points off 12th. But it's not the biggest damage that we could have had today. Let's go and have a look at this inbox, though, because this might be the damage. Mike Zonneveld has got one. Baraji is out for 3 months. Oh, please. This better not be bad. 2 to 4 weeks. Right, we've got no left wing backs for the rest of the season. So Richard Hughes will probably have to play there. We've got no strikers. We've got no left wing backs. I mean, I like him, but I would rather Decassi had been the man injured there because we've actually got holding midfielders available. I cannot believe how many injuries we're getting here. It's absolutely astonishing. And people take the mick out of me in the comments for resting people with like 80, 75% condition, but it's clearly not enough, is it? The closest to getting fit again are Leon Osman, who's out for potentially 3 weeks. He might make the last game. Valentin Robert is out for a week. He might make the last 2. But a left wing back now, I think Richard Hughes is probably our only option for the rest of the season. Not what we were hoping for at this stage. Unfortunately, we are severely depleted and it is not the right time for it. The battle for Europe continues next week, but against Charlton, we're going to have to be quite unique with the way we set up. Well, we return to face Charlton the following Sunday, and to be honest, even our youth team's starting to get injured now. It's pretty insane. We're in 10th place after half of the weekend fixtures have been played. You can see some of the results here. A couple of draws which help us out. What doesn't help is Newcastle and Palace winning very handsomely at home. And that firepower, your Andy Johnsons for Palace. For Newcastle, your Didier Drogba's and Michael Owens. That's what we haven't got at the minute because all of our strikers are injured. Let's go to the league table and see what happens, because if we beat Charlton today, we will be 7th with 2 games to go in all likelihood. Villa have got a game in hand. We'll go above Charlton and we'll be in a really good position. So let's see what we can do in this one. United are playing Chelsea elsewhere. We could do with a Chelsea win. Let's just see who's fit. Is Robert fit enough to make the bench? Anything like that? Osman, it says, is 38% fit. I read that wrong. I thought it was 95. Zonneveld's out. Baraji's out. I don't really know what to do after this. We look a little bit of a mess. Valentin Robert, 70% fit. 1 day out. Damaged elbow. Is it going to get worse from playing? I don't know that it is. I'm still tempted to go O'Brien over Howard. I really am, because I'm going to have to put Maloney number 10, which means I don't want to get weaker in both positions. I'm almost tempted to go back to the tactic we played last year at home, where we played the defensive midfield three, because at least then we can leave Maloney up front. And you know what? I think needs must today. We're going to have to go for it. So left wing back, we're going to chuck Richard Hughes in. Does mean we're then down to no centre midfielders really on the bench. But I'm going to put Kevin Nichols in. And we're going to play 3 centre midfielders. We'll change it as we do normally. I just can't afford to get any weaker up front. On the bench, God knows what we're going to do. Michael Mancian can get a run out on there. So we'll have Mancian as the centre half. Keane's on there. Howard and Feeney. And then I think we have to put the youngster Clark as our midfielder. At least he can play up front as well. And he's okay. It's not ideal though, is it, at this stage of the season? Marcus Heikkinen, the only other option as a potential holding mid. I tell you what I could do if he's fit on the bench, in the reserves. I could get Ngalula in. I think he's returned now, hasn't he? So he'll go on instead of Peter Clark. He played a lot of Premier League football last year. We know he's a decent player. So I think that would be okay. So we're going to have to change our tactics slightly. We're going to have to revert to the more defensive style we played last season. Does mean there won't be as much support for the front two. And one of those is Andy O'Brien, a centre-half. But let's just see. Hopefully we can produce a miracle. If we can get a result today, even a draw, to stay in the mix, then next week we should have Robert back. And then the final game we should have Leon Osman, which at least gives us something going forward. Let's go and face Charlton, see if we can get the result. Well, you've got to say, Charlton have built a brilliant side in this universe. It's what happened when you didn't get bored of Alan Kirbishley and sack him for finishing mid-table every year. They've brought in Jefferson Farfan, Darren Bent's flying up front, Petrov and Schwegler in the middle doing really well. But let's go and have a look at our tactics, because I don't think I've got it saved, have I? I might do, but I don't really want to go more defensive. So what we're going to do, the Cassie can't play centre mid at all, can he? So he's going to have to stay as the holding mid. And then we'll go in midfield for Flamini and for Nichols as our two. Nichols will be a... Do you want him making forward runs all the time, or would you rather Flamini doing it? We could do both, in fairness. You'd trust him to get back, wouldn't you? We're just going to go for standard for now, though. Let's try and stay in the game, because Charlton are a good side. They've beaten us comfortably already this year. Let's get into the first half. Hopefully we can produce the goods. We've lost a bit of our attacking threat, but it means we keep Sean Maloney up front. So hopefully we can surprise them and produce the goods. Well, early doors, it's a throw on the left for Nick Basagno, who gives it to Hughes and O'Brien. Drifting wide, the target man cross deflects to Foley. It's a great last-ditch challenge from Jefferson Farfan of all people. De Cassie finds Flamini. There's two in the middle. Maloney's one. Great save by the goalkeeper. Nichols on the rebound is blocked. It's a blistering start from Luton. And it's a great save and a great block to deny us going one up. The front two causing trouble again. We've got a free kick with Basagno. We're starting fast. Flamini and De Cassie play a 1-2. Basagno looks forward to Nichols. Hughes goes in there. Chance to shoot. It deflects to Kylie. Out to Maloney. Mistake by the goalkeeper. And Sean Maloney. That's why we left him up front. We have to have one good player up there. And Sean Maloney does the job. He poaches on the rebound. We go 1-0 up early doors. We've been brilliant so far. Now, what do? Do we stick or twist? We can't really sit back on it, because if they score, we can't score again. There's not going to be much chance. We've got to just go for it. Herman Ariderson delivers early. Benson, it's a great save. The offside flag does eventually go up. Schmeichel wasn't to know. Sublime goalkeeping from the youngster. Oh, it's a good start. It's given me half a chance as Schmeichel chips up to O'Brien, the one thing he should be able to do. And he wins it. Look at that for a touch. Andy O'Brien's in the box. Oh, the shot's not there, but that's magic from Andy. I'm loving him up front. What a man, honestly. As Foley throws in towards Flamini. Loses out, but it falls for Ferdinand. Chips up towards O'Brien again. Kylie comes, does well this time. The other option we have got later in the game, of course, is we can put Basagno into midfield. Maybe put O'Brien or Mancian in defence. Then chuck Steve Howard on for 20, I don't know. As Hughes at left wing back. He's fighting hard, but He's barely played football. He's not match fit. Thankfully for us, though, Darren Bent's not got his shooting boots on. That one's wide of the post. With 20 gone, yes, Charlton are coming back into this, but so far we're surviving it as it's a long free kick which Basagno heads away. Andy O'Brien goes up. Can't win it this time. Petrov in the middle, wide to Baxter. And Charlton counter. Nichols forces him down the line. Farfan crosses brilliantly. Foley away to Maloney. Now can we break? Poor ball out to O'Brien. And that stopped that one. Hughes tries to get on at Farfan. Bit of a mismatch. He does well to force it out for a throw. Excellent work. And now we've got a free kick. If ever you've got a time, Sean, good save by the keeper. If ever there's a time to pop up with a top corner free kick, one of the next 3 games would very much be the occasion. As Hughes throws the ball in. Foley misses it, but Maloney can chase out to the right. There's a couple of big men in the middle. If he can find the cross, Maloney in. Andy O'Brien's up. It's just over the bar. Oh, he's a threat in there. He really is a threat. Basagno's doing brilliantly against Darren Bent. De Cassie finds Davis. And we can counter with Richard Hughes. Inside to De Cassie, who's enjoying that solo holding role. Big switch of play out to the left. Hughes again. Chance to cross, but plays short to Nichols. Been quiet in this game, but finds a good cross. And O'Brien's header's brilliantly saved. Dean Kiley's made amends for the goal he conceded because he's made a couple of great saves since. He's their best player on the pitch. And at half-time, we deservedly lead. And the only thing that's upsetting is that we haven't scored again. We're going to say we're pleased. We're going to keep the spirits up. This could be an enormous result. If we can pull this off, it would be something special. As Schwegler puts the free kick in, Schmeichel should get there. Nearly said that famous old phrase again, didn't I? And now he can aim forward. He's still got the left wing back Richard Hughes up there. Does take away the threat on the break. Not having Baraggi or Zonneveld. But that long ball to Maloney works. Sean Maloney, round Kiley, and in for 2. Sean Maloney, you are the only striker at this club who's fit. At Premier League level at least. And boy are you delivering. Sean Maloney 2, Charlton Athletic 0. And the race for Europe is on. With Andy O'Brien and Sean Maloney up front. A natural centre-half and a natural attacking midfielder. No natural strikers fit. But it doesn't matter when we're playing like this, although Darren Bent's on the counter and this is a worry. Davis will chase him, he's not going to make it. Darren Bent's in. Darren Bent one-on-one and he blasts it wide. Oh, he is doing me some massive favours today. He should have scored a couple. We'll think about changes soon as Maloney's given the ball away. He's a little tired now. It's a foot race between Davis and Bent. Bent's going to win it. And he scores that one. Couldn't just be a comfortable day, could it? 2 clean sheets in a row is a lot to ask for this team. In fact, it would have been 3, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, they're back in this game. They're going longer to Darren Bent. And we've got to think about subs because Richard Hughes is knackered left wing back, but we've not really got any other options. I'm thinking about Foley just because we need to keep as many people fit as possible. As a long clearance, O'Brien against Kiley. Does really well, the Charlton keeper. Headed away though. O'Brien can pick it up again to Nichols. Big switch to Maloney who's in for a hat-trick. Please, Sean, put this game to bed. Sean Maloney, round Kiley. Must score. What are you doing? Shoot! We've got a penalty. It's all okay in the end. He had an open goal and he tried to cross it. On a hat-trick. You madman. Kevin Nichols will step up against Kiley. Please be reliable now, Kev. Nichols. Into the corner emphatically. 3-1 Luton Town. That is magic. Sean Maloney's blushes are spared. And Kevin Nichols, he's still delivering. Yes, it's only from the penalty spot, but he is still delivering. We're going to take Foley off for Keane, try and avoid a suspension. We need as many players fit as possible here. I might chuck Howard on up front for 10 for Andy O'Brien, just win a few headers. He's played well up there though, Andy. And then maybe Ungalula. He's a bit more defensive-minded than De Cassie and Flamini. De Cassie, though, is becoming one of the best players in the country. So I might go Ungalula for Flamini. Just protect another defensive body there. A brilliant effort so far. We are 10 minutes to go. And we're 3-1 up against Charlton in the race for Europe. Please, please, please do not concede from the kickoff. Saunders gives it inside. We might do it, mightn't we? We might well do. Petrov goes wide to Baxter. Charlton are throwing loads of bodies forward. Into Thomas, into Petrov. There you go. From the kickoff. From the kickoff. It is just destined, isn't it? That this has to be difficult. How can you... From the kickoff, man. Right, Richard Hughes and Keith Keane are going to fullbacks. Again, we're going to give up on attacking. Probably should have done this a minute ago, but there you go. You live and learn, don't you? Or in my case, you live and don't learn. Let's go and look at the team instructions. Time waste all of the time. Let's get back to last year's tactic where we were that little bit more solid at the back. And we're just going to go and continue. Hopefully, Steve Howard can win a few flick-ons. And Sean Maloney, you still need that hat-trick, don't you? There's 10 minutes plus stoppage time, and we've got a throw on the left with Davis. Into Richard Hughes, plays a 1-2. De Cassie on the edge, would be a good time to score. Hits the side netting with the shot. I mean, there are a lot of players out there, in fairness, that have barely kicked a ball this season. Hughes hasn't played for ages properly. Ungalula's been in the reserves half a year. Howard we know all about as he's just not quick enough there. And even Keith Keane had an injury and has not really got back in. Even Nichols hasn't played that many. As Holland goes wide to Garvin. No, not the quick free kick. Oh, great save, Schmeichel. And then Steve Howard's there to clear the rebound. Oh, this is getting very tense. Long ball for the Saunders. Must be offside. He is. Basagno made a great challenge anyway. Oh, please let us hold on. It's all Charlton as you would expect at this stage. We're just trying to cling on. And they're flying down the wings. Garvin. Chance to cross into the back post. Schmeichel's up, does well. 1 more minute plus stoppage time to go. Please don't be too many minutes. Schmeichel goes for the big kick. Maloney will chase this. Tudor does well. And now Bent's through. Oh, he shouldn't have that much space. Basagno's pushing up and I've no idea why. I might just see if I can get him more defensive and then we'll get into stoppage time. Kasper Schmeichel has got the goal kick. What are you doing? He's just thrown it straight to Garvin. Bent's going to get in here, I think. De Cassie does so well. What the hell was that? It's just like the last episode or the one before, whenever it was with Anton Ferdinand. They're imploding in front of our eyes. Some of the stupidest individual decision making you'll ever see. He's literally just rolled it out to them. There's stoppage time to go. I don't think we can actually get much more defensive. I'm going to drop Sean Maloney just into here and put Howard up front on his own. It's the best I can do just to pack that midfield, stop the holding mid getting on the ball. Let's see what the corner does. Might have to change back in a second. Thomas delivers. Basagno away. Sean Maloney will chase it out. It's been kept in by Thomas though. On the left-hand side, goes for the early cross. Davis away. Oh, if it was anyone but Steve. Anyone but Steve we might have got there. Long ball forward, Bent's offside. 30 minutes of stoppage time are gone. I've no idea how many minutes there were. Is that an injury? I just saw it was caused by Holland's challenge. As Hughes throws into Howard, just hold it up. Back to Hughes, into Maloney. Why did you leave the corner flag, man? We've got time wasting on. Darren Bent gets it on the right-hand side. Do not cost me the game. Keith Keane up, brilliant defending. Howard loses the flick on. Petrov gets there. Maloney tries to nick it off him. Davis in against Holland has forced it wide. I do not want my centre-half running out there like a lunatic, but he's done very well. Releases Ungalula. Out to Howard. It was the wrong ball. Maloney was down the line, but the whistle goes. Luton 3, Charlton 2. We've scored 3 goals, starting a game with O'Brien and Maloney up front. Well done, lads. What a win. And now we've got a grandstand finish because we'll have Valentin Robert back next week. We can play O'Brien, Robert and Maloney up there. Man United have been held by Chelsea, so that's another team that now cannot catch us with 2 games to go. In fact, they can. It was City I was thinking of. But we are in 7th place. Level on points with Everton, but they've got 2 games in hand. Is 7th enough? I can't remember. The top 6 definitely is. Maybe we get the Euro Vars or whatever it is. It would be a remarkable effort if we could do it. The 2 sides we've got left to play are Everton, who are 6th, and Tottenham, who are 11th. But Tottenham in 11th are only 3 points behind us. This is a Premier League table that is going to the wire. The title race is done at the top now. The battle for second's on. The battle for the last relegation spot is intense. And so is the battle for Europe, which we, in our 2nd Premier League season, are involved in. We've got through that one with no injuries. Hopefully the next week can be the same. However, Valentin Robert is back. We have got a senior striker fit. And the party boy, he's frustrated me a lot this year. But in fairness, 5 starts, 18 sub-appearances, and he's got 10 goal contributions. We should maybe be a little less harsh on him. He's going to be back next week, and we are going to be back for the last 2 games tomorrow. This is a finish to the season that I didn't expect to have. I expected a more comfortable year with the signings we've made, but especially given the players we've been without in the last few weeks, to get 3 clean sheets, to score in 3 of the matches, and to score 3 against Charlton is beyond my wildest dreams. If you did enjoy this one, drama to the end, and of course there'll be drama tomorrow as well, and please do put a thumbs up on it. Get your early predictions in the comments. Will we make Europe? What position will we finish? Will it be a tame end? I mean, either way, it's still a very good season, isn't it? It's going to be tougher next time around, but I will see you tomorrow as we look to face Spurs and Everton. If you want to make sure you don't miss it, subscribe, turn that notification bell on as this series continues on weekdays at 4:30. We might have something a little special on Friday and different, just because we'll have a summer transfer window here. For now, though, thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow for the grand finale. It's going to be tense. It might be exciting, or it might well finish with a whimper. That's the usual style here with Luton Town. Let's see if it continues tomorrow.